Notebook 11 has some new features, and so when you open a blank document, if you go to the Help tab and then Tutorial, it will actually open a document that will show you what some of these new features are and how to use them. It does show you the different tools and toolbars. It's going to tell you what's new and show you how to use them. We're going to look at the activity builder first. The activity builder is a sorting activity. So let's say I wanted to do a sorting activity with numbers. So I'm going to go to my gallery, and I could just use the type feature, but I'm going to go to my gallery, and I know there's some numbers right here at the beginning, so I'm just going to pull those out. Okay. And then let's say I want to be able to recognize the even numbers. So I want all my even numbers to identify with these words right here. You can choose an object or you can choose words. So then I'm going to go to the Add-ons tab and to the Activity Builder. And right now it's not letting me do anything because I haven't selected an object. So I want to sort by whether they're even or odd numbers. So I'm going to select the object that I'm going to pull them to, and then I'm going to select Edit, and then I'm going to accept the even numbers. So I'm going to drag the even numbers over here, and they'll show up, and then you can see that it's going to accept those items, and then I'm going to reject the odd numbers. And then I'm going to go to Settings. And if I accept it, I want it to fade out. And when it rejects it, I want it to bounce back to its position. So I'm going to select Done. I'm going to bring my 1 over, and it's not an even number, so it bounced back. 2 disappears. 3 bounces back. 4 disappears. 5 bounces back. And 6 disappears. One thing that Notebook 11 also has is that I can go to Edit, and once I save it, I can reset the page. Now I didn't save it with all my numbers, so what I can do is reset all, and it resets them. Now let's say I wanted to do even and odd. So I'm going to odd numbers. I can have two things. You can have as many sorting tools as you want. So I have that selected. I'm going to go back to my select tool. Select odd numbers. I'm still on the activity builder. Edit. This time I'm going to accept the odd numbers. And I'm going to reject the even numbers. And then I'm going to select Done. So now, when I bring the odd numbers, they disappear. Those are the default settings. If I bring an even number, it bounces back. You can have as many sorting as you want. You can do numbers, pictures. You could have these as pictures as well. Another great feature in Notebook 11 is your internet browser. So you can go to Insert, Internet Browser, and then to see the same page, every time I come back to this page to see the same web page, every time I open the file and every time I'm going to go to a web page and then pin that page. So that way when I go away from that page, all I have to do, so let's say So I'm going to select Allen ISD as our home page. And then I'm going to pin this page. It's pinned right now. So now when I go somewhere else, but I want to go back to that beginning page, all I have to do is click on the pin with the arrow, and it goes right back to my original page. Tables are also a little easier to work with in Notebook 11. You have some options. In the drop-down menu, you can adjust the size now. Like right now, they're all the same height and width and the same size, but let's say if I want to make them square. So it will make them square. And then if I go back, they're all the same size, same shape, and square. But now I can also adjust them. I can make some columns different sizes. I can also select one cell and I can split them now. So let's say I want to split this one into 2 columns. So you do have some options now that you didn't have before. Let's look at pinning pages. Pinning pages, you want to be in the okay, let's start there. Alright, so you want to be in dual page view. So I'm going to be in dual page display. And then I'm going to go to view, zoom, and then pin page. So those are the steps I'm going to take. View, zoom, pin page. Now it's pinning the one that has the red rectangle around it. Let's say I don't want that one pinned. So what I need to do is go back to view, zoom, pin page. Let's say this is the page that I want pinned. This is the one I want to stay the same all the time. So I make sure it has the red rectangle around it, view, zoom, pin page. And now, as I go through my presentation, it stays the same while all the other ones change. And anytime I want to unpin, I just go to view, zoom, pin page, and then I can always go back to my view screens and go single page display. And then I'm back to the way it was. So you want to make sure you're in dual page view, view, zoom, and pin page after you make sure the red rectangle's on the one that you want. The last one I wanted to show you is the Exchange widgets. It has an icon that will take you directly to the Smart Exchange. And you can sign in. If you don't have an account, definitely need to get one. And I want you, looking in Exchange, I want you to search under widgets, W-I-D-G-E-T-S, and search. And now there's a search widget that you can put on your websites. You can now insert Voki. If you use Voki, you can put it into your notebook documents. There's 2 new timers. And this is a new one called Word Breaker. It breaks up the words And then here's an example, a great example of how to use Evoki in a lesson. And that's on the Smart Exchange. If you have any questions, you can email me or go to techwithmichelle.com. Thank you.